AAA games and metaverses are something we love diving into here at Fungible Games. You've seen us cover things like Alluvium and Decimated recently, and now we're going to cover a project called Cornucopias. If you haven't heard of this one yet, it's a giant metaverse slash game that originally got launched on Cardano a couple years ago, but now they have gone fully multi-chain and they've been doing nothing but developing for the past couple years. They started off with a lower team, but now they've got 50 full-time employees building out this metaverse world for us. So Cornucopias is an open world explorer as well as other game elements that tries to bring a real-life crafting and mining scenario to blockchain gaming and an overall immersive gaming experience. So with the world in turmoil below, you live in massive domes in the sky. These maps are going to be so large, they're going to be bigger than some games by themselves. But not only that, you've got the real world down below. So in this game, there's going to be things like racing, battles, open world exploring, and when it comes to things like crafting, they're making it as realistic as possible, so you actually need to buy your chisel and your hard hat and things like that, go down into a cave, take a lift down into the mines to find different types of ore. It's not just one type of ore either, you have to search through the mines for different rarities of ore. So now though, what is the game actually going to be? Cornucopias is a cutting-edge MMO with incredible AAA graphics with real-world Earth mechanics and floating cities in the sky. Each one is its own unique futuristic environment and community. It's here players take control of their own fully unique and fully customizable avatar. Explore landscapes and settlements while you engage in activities such as crafting, commerce, combat, racing, and more. This game is currently in pre-alpha testing, but it already is looking incredible, and they've got playable versions that they're bringing to different conferences around the world. In fact, just at ETH Denver, they had a demo there where you could interact and play. As for releases and when this game is going to become playable, they said they're going to give us more information in the end of April, so we'll be sure to follow up then. And they also confirmed that their node is going to go live in July. So if you're more on the investor side of things, there's opportunities with the Copi token that's currently trading now and has retraced a bit in this dip, so that could be an opportunity there, as well as their node. So if you're unfamiliar with nodes, we've talked about them before with Myria and Gala. So essentially, you're decentralizing the network, and if you've got a PC or using their cloud access, you can run a node, and as a thank you for running a node, you get Cornucopias tokens. So now token value, of course, is completely dependent on how successful the game is and the token is, but if you look at things like Gala, which is kind of an extreme example, but people were making $10,000, $100,000 a month just from the token. Now, that was only for like a 4-month period in the bull market, but it just goes to show that at the high end, there's definitely opportunity. So if you're into nodes or want to learn more about this type of opportunity, head on over to cornucopias.io where you can check out everything there. Now, as for the game itself, the team loves developing an in-depth story. They've already released a Cornucopias wiki, which is on their website. You can scroll through that and learn more about the game. They're also going to be adding to that as they go, but they're developing a rich lore. And they said that they're going to release more of it in April and then more over the summer. So if you like those really deep storyline games, this one is going to be for you as well. Now, speaking about finding more information, if you head on over to their YouTube channel at Cornucopias Game, you can see in their video list here, they've got their Copi Cafe as well as their Copi Cafe recap. So if you're interested in like podcast 30 to 1 hour, just full information about the game because you want to learn about it before you get into playing it or investing in it, they've got there. Or if you want little short snippets, it's also nice. They cut like little 3 to 4 minute highlights of their podcast episodes as well. In terms of their other socials between X and Discord, they've got about 100,000 members or about 50-50 in each. And if you want exclusive up to the minute details, you're definitely going to want to check out their X, but even more so their Discord. And what's cool about these socials is they want to gamify everything. And if you participate in socials, you can earn their corn points. And that is a system specifically for their community to get rewards. And as the game develops, you'll find interesting ways to be able to spend these corn points that you're earning. Some speculation on these free corn points that you can earn now is things like getting NFTs in the future, special game status, early access to things, and maybe even some type of airdrop one day. And now in terms of controls, as you're used to for most crypto PC games, everything is mouse and keyboard. But Cornucopias want to go above and beyond and make this accessible to everyone. So they've already built in the full controller dynamics on this one. So you can see when they're doing it at conferences like things like ETH Denver, you can actually play with a controller already. Now, as for the token itself, it's currently sitting at 7.6 cents or a $65 million market cap. And they just actually released their in-depth tokenomics a couple days ago. So now is the perfect time, if you like looking into tokenomics, to head on over to their website now and check it out. Also, if you want to check out any more gaming opportunities or walkthroughs or things like that, make sure you head on over to fungible.games. There we make sure to release breaking news as well as all those those walkthroughs we make on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube videos that you might want to check out, we recently had an interview with Kieran of Illuvium where he dropped some Easter eggs of things coming up in the end of April and early May, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. For now though, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.